Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about The Bachelorette because, you know, we always talk about that show here.
Yes. I hate that show. I don't watch either one, any of them.
Oh, they're
trashy.
trashy.
I think they're
so
stupid.
trashy.
I mean, if you like them, that's okay. They are not my thing.
So we have the Bachelorette this season. Taylor Frankie, what's her face, who was on? I guess she was on the Mormon Housewives or something show. Taylor Frankie Paul.
Yeah.
And she got busted throwing a chair at her former partner. She hit her kid accidentally.
Well, see, that's what got me. I was like, okay, wait, you told me she was on the Mormon Housewives show, and I'm like,
right.
Why is she on the Bachelorette? And then I was like, so obviously there was a divorce or something that happened in among there, because why would you go from being the housewife to the Bachelorette?
Right.
So I knew there had to be something that went on there, but I didn't care enough to look. And then it turns out that this whole scandal, like, ABC knew about it.
Yeah, that's what's so wild. They knew about it. They went ahead and greenlit the show. Then the video came out right before the show was supposed to drop. Now they've canceled the show, and now ABC, Disney, Warner Brothers, all these people are going to lose shit tons of money on this.
They're already kind of trying to make deals for other people who were on the show, so they don't probably get sued by them for like their contracts being terminated or whatever. They still owe them on their contract.
So I'm sitting here like, are they going to replace reality stars with AI too, just because they can control them? But this woman is now she's trying to play the victim, and like I don't know the circumstances necessarily that led up to the fight. All I know is you threw metal bar stools at your spouse, partner, whatever. You could have killed him. You could have killed your kid. And you're the one that's the victim. You're blaming him. You're blaming whatever.
Yeah, no, it's like she isn't speaking out because she's worried about abuse and retribution. I'm like, well, if that video was real, you kind of deserve it.
Yeah. So let's talk about this. And again, this is another big L for Disney. They're going to lose a lot of money on this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. You get woohoo if you do.
Woohoo!
Geeky has not thrown a chair at me lately.
I don't throw chairs at you at all.
But this is TMZ. We're not going to show the video. I actually wanted to, and Geeky is correct. YouTube is so crazy right now with their AI, flagging shit that if we showed that video, they'd probably say that we were promoting violence or something on the channel.
It's ridiculous. Like back in the day, like you had the Johnny Depp finger being wrapped, and they demonetized and got mad about that.
Shocking content.
Yes, yeah. So it's not worth the aggravation. Go look it up if you don't look it up.
You can find it
everywhere.
It's everywhere. It's on TMZ. She looks like an unhinged psychopath. Again, I don't know what led up to it, but regardless, you could have killed him. You could have killed your kid because the kid got hit. And you can see it in the video. I didn't. Yeah, you can see it. You hear her in the back. Yeah. It's like, God, crazy bitch. Anyway, this comes from TMZ, who I think TMZ is the one that dropped that video, and they basically got the show canceled. Bachelorette cancellation creating millions in losses. Fight over who's to blame. So,
well, Disney, if ABC knew about it, then they're the ones to blame because they knew it was already existing. They didn't disclose it.
Yeah,
they're like hoping it would blow over, no one would know. I don't know if they knew their video existed. I don't know if she knew the video existed, but
yeah, because now she was arrested for that, I guess, but the video had not come out at that point.
Not publicly anyway.
Yeah, so now we're going to have Warner Brothers and Disney getting into it because they said sources with direct knowledge tell us the show costs around $2 million an episode to produce, and there's already finger pointing, and we're told shouting over who's to blame and who should shoulder the costs. Only one of the episodes, the one that was supposed to air Sunday night, is in the can. 3 more are in the process of being edited, and the remainder pretty much haven't been touched. Our sources say there's a huge post-production staff that will now have to be laid off.
Well, that sucks, yeah.
That does suck. There's an enormously costly problem the network is now facing. ABC has a number of trade-outs where airlines, hotels, and various other companies and brands pay money in return for FaceTime on the show. So, yeah, this is bartering. This is something that they do often in media. Like if you watch a game show, like one of the old game shows like Price is Right or whatever, it'd be like promotional consideration provided by, and then they'll run the, like the airlines or the cars or Hertz or whatever it is, because they basically bartered prizes in a lot of cases or services
for shout outs.
Yeah. So they didn't really have to pay a whole lot out of pocket. It's like, you know what? You can give away a vacation. We'll pay for the vacation. Just give us a shout out, American Airlines and, Hilton or whatever. ABC is going to certainly lose that money. We're told it's a fortune, millions. So yeah, one of the top 4 contenders, they said whoever's most popular was going to get, or whoever, I guess, runner-up, the consolation prize was going to get
one of the popular ones with the audience.
Yeah,
whoever was popular with the audience, they thought they'd tune in for The Bachelor.
For The Bachelor, and people are saying they think this is the end of the franchise. They think that
I don't understand how it's still around, because this thing's been at least like what 2003. I know it was on when our kids were babies. So this is like, and we lived in the one town like years back. So I'm like, I don't understand how this show is on at all. And it was The Bachelor then. And then now it's The Bachelor and The Bachelor and a bunch of others. And they were so trashy. I was just like, why? But okay.
So yeah.
Smut sells.
Smut does sell. So this is a guy that runs TMZ. I forget his name off the top of my head, but he was kind of proud that he got canceled. But no, they said that the problem they're having is Warner Brothers or ABC, they don't know, how to split the cost. And beyond that, they're like, who cast this crazy bitch? Because it turns
out they knew.
They knew. Yeah. And at that point, hypothetically speaking, now I think Warner Brothers I would say is probably responsible for it because if it's airing on ABC, but they're producing it, they probably are the ones that hired her. But I'd be like, you know what? You cast her. You knew she was a problem. We're not paying shit.
Because I saw another article, I don't think it's this one, but another article I saw that basically in 2023, she got in trouble and arrested over this and all that.
Yeah, yeah.
So they knew about it because they would have known about the legal action and all that stuff.
Yeah, I think they thought it was just going to go under, get swept under the rug. But she was on, another show and people said that there was controversy around her on the other show too. Now I don't follow reality TV. I was almost on reality TV. I don't follow reality TV. It's bizarre. It's just such a whole thing. And The Bachelor is like its own like little cottage industry. Like there are like so many podcasts and shit talking about this show that I don't get.
Well, all these people got to have podcasts and stuff because they were on the show, and it was so stupid. I'm like, why would you give them a whole series because they were on like one season of The Bachelor? But whatever.
Congratulations, you sleep around.
But I love this. So there's like she's finally speaking out, and
she's finally speaking out.
It's basically like a spokesperson says. Like a spokesperson for her says, she's very grateful for ABC's support as she prioritizes her family's safety and security. After years of silently suffering extensive mental and physical abuse, it looks like you're the one dishing it out, sweetie, as well as threats of retaliation, Taylor is finally getting the strength to face her accuser. So she's trying to paint him as the abuser and taking steps to ensure that she and her children are protected from further harm. But didn't she catch her kid with the chair too?
Yeah, apparently her kid got hit when she was taking a swing back with the chair. And
there are too many women who are suffering in silence as they survive aggressive, jealous ex-partners who refuse to let them move on with their lives. Taylor's remained silent out of fear of further abuse, retaliation, and public shaming. She is currently exploring all her options, seeking support, and preparing for her to share her own story. I'm like, you know what? What I've seen and heard.
Yeah.
I mean, even it didn't look like, and the fact that she was arrested and this all happened and stuff, the police arrested her. If they had, I think, evidence that she had been abused and all this other stuff, why wasn't he arrested too? Or was he?
Well, here, okay, so Paul, who rose to fame on Hulu's The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, was arrested in 2023 for a domestic dispute with Dakota Mortensen, her ex. The arrest was how the series premiere ended. It was on
the show.
At the time, the police report alleged she threw a chair at her partner, which in turn hit her daughter. She pled guilty to 1 count of aggravated assault, additional charges of child abuse, criminal mischief, and domestic violence in the presence of a child were all dismissed.
Okay, but from that video, it looked like they shouldn't have been dismissed.
Well,
but
yeah.
Again, I don't see anything saying that he was arrested or that he had to go to court. If there was issues with domestic violence and she'd been abused and stuff, where are the charges against him?
Okay, so, oh my God. Okay, so on Monday, March 16th, Variety confirmed that Hulu shut down production on The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives amid a new domestic violence investigation due to an incident between Paul and Mortensen that happened at the end of February. Police are looking into allegations made on both sides. Now we have a video dropping with her throwing a chair at him.
That's probably what he did. He probably released a video, and now they're like...
Oh, my God. Throughout the week, Paul carried through with planned press tour to promote The Bachelorette on Good Morning America. She shared, "I'm a person that will always speak my truth. That's what I'm known for."
When you hear my truth, then you know that they're lying. Because there's the truth and then your truth. And when I speak my truth is that I'm abused. And that, I didn't abuse anybody even though it's on camera. It didn't happen even though it's on camera. My truth.
Right now, I'm just trying to be in the present moment and focus on this. But the thing is, my kids come first.
When you're swinging?
Yeah, right. You're hitting them first in the back of the head and then hit your, oh my God. It's been back and forth process with the chair. Just trying to be here in the present moment, worrying about home and headlines. It's been stressful, to be honest. Poor me. I don't
think she hit her kid on purpose. I
don't think she did. And
I don't think she did. That being said, though, lady, you know what? Take the L, because apparently the video was out before, or it was would have become your casting in the Bachelorette would come under fire before this. Yeah. So if the video's out there and if the video shows those things, there's no way in hell you're going to win public opinion back.
So this is one of the contestants, I guess.
Did her dog step on a bee? Anyway.
Oh my God. Grant Ellis said ABC was right to cancel her season. So this is, former Bachelor in Beverly Hills on Thursday. They asked him about it. He said if ABC didn't pull the show, which was set to debut Sunday, they would have left it open to interpretation if they cared about domestic abuse or not. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's the thing, right? And we're in a different era right now. It used to be you believe all women and whatever they say is their truth. It's the gospel truth, and men are just a bunch of liars. So I think this, I'm sure, was probably this guy's.
Well, it's harder to do that when you have video. When there's video.
We have video footage.
It's not like you believe your lying eyes. No, I mean, is it possible she was abused before she flipped out and did that? It's possible. I just think it's weird that they aren't mentioning charges that were brought against him.
Johnny Depp too, when Amber was slamming the cupboards and acting like a fucking nut in the kitchen, that definitely helped his case. Mm-hmm. Because you can see it firsthand. Because up until that point, it was women can do no wrong. Right? Women are not abusers. Women are not. I mean, look at poor. Like, I'm not trying to drag him into this, but what the hell? I'll drag him into it. Poor Jerry O'Connell. I'm thinking that he probably had something like that waiting for him at home after he went on the Bill Maher show.
We don't know that, but
I don't know if it got.
He said that
they got physical. He said that, and he looked.
That's what he said.
Legitimately scared.
That's what he said.
And as a man, like, a couple of things. One, if you can't take it, you're not a man, according to the rules that are whatever. Men
Nor
don't
should you
cry.
Have to take it. You shouldn't have to.
Men can't be abused. Men can't be emotionally abused, verbally abused. They can't be physically abused. You're supposed to just stand there and let her beat the shit out of you, I guess. And if you hit back, then you're a horrible person. Because honestly, if a man hit back, especially somebody that was in pretty good shape, he'd probably knock her across the damn room, but then he would be the one that'd be the domestic abuser.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
And it actually takes a very strong man to just sit there and probably hold your tongue and let her fucking throw a chair at you without.
If there's video evidence and there's evidence and police records that he was abusing her first and arrests were made beforehand, then I would love to see those. Because, if that's the case, then, there's two sides to the story, obviously. Yeah. But it doesn't matter what the truth is, it does matter. But what I'm saying, when it comes to PR and it comes to, public opinion, if there's a video out there that's showing you do something terrible, then that's what people are going to focus on.
Public opinion of her is going to be you're a crazy bitch that throws chairs at your kid.
And no matter who,
regardless, I mean,
even if it was because she was abused, like she's trying to claim.
Yeah.
The other Bachelor guy's right. Disney needs to they shouldn't have gone there in the first place because there was domestic abuse involved one way or another. That's not for debate. That's clear. She's even claiming that it happened before, and there's a video, and they knew it.
What?
So what were you thinking?
Well, she's definitely never going on a Bachelorette show yet because what man in the right mind would date her? Like, what the fuck? If you
don't keep anything sharp, metal, and nearby.
Yeah, I know, right? Just keep her away from sharp objects. You have to toddler proof your home. You bring her home, be like, yeah, I put the little caps on the electrical outlets because I don't trust you not to stick my finger in the outlet or something and try to kill me. Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, run. So she's cooked. I wouldn't say no one is going to date her, but it's not a real good look. If you're on your Tinder profile, you're like, I'm the crazy bitch that throws chairs at my my ex or whatever. It's jeez. Okay, so TMZ. Bachelorette men eyed for Bachelor in Paradise after season canceled. So yeah, they're saying they're going to move them over to another show because it wasn't their fault.
No, it wasn't. And they probably have contractual obligations with them they have to honor.
Yeah, TMZ says sources say the contracts all the dudes signed are fully in effect for 1 year, and they were warned not to speak to the press while under contract. There was a strong warning issued. Basically, don't say anything about the situation. An aftercare team led by Kayla White was involved in the meeting, which framed it as a seminar focused on post-cancellation support. Well, they're getting rid of the post-production people too. Like jobs in Hollywood are harder and harder to
post-cancellation support in a seminar.
How do you feel? I'd be like,
I feel unsafe because if you guys knew about this and then disclose it to the contestants.
Right.
We knew she did this stuff and she had been arrested and all this. We didn't tell you unless they told them. But if they didn't tell them, I would be less worried about that. That's why they don't want them talking to the press.
Oh my God. Yeah. This is just insane. It's insane. This never should have happened. I think there might actually be a lawsuit beyond the money lost on the show and just be like, it was negligence on your part to even greenlight the show knowing that this went down. Like, why the fuck would you do, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, why would you even go there? And somebody was asleep at the wheel or thought, actually, given the way people are, they probably thought, hey, she's getting a lot of headlines for the controversy. People are going to watch the show more if we have the crazy bitch on. Let's get Lorena Bobbitt on the Bachelorette too while we're at it.
Yeah, right.
I mean, come on.
Is she even alive anymore? I don't even know.
Is she? I don't know. He died, didn't he?
I don't know. Probably.
I don't know. That dates us right there. People are like, who's Lorena Bobbitt? I got to Google that one. Oh my God. That's from like the 90s. Oh my God.
And he actually went on to do porn films. Her husband, John Wayne Bobbitt.
How?
I don't know.
How?
I think it was they had to inject it with something or whatever.
Oh God.
Similar
Oh God.
To what they used to do with transitioning things back in the day.
Frankencock? Is that what we're talking?
Basically, yeah.
That's a new reality show. Anyway, we got to wrap this up.
Yep.
There you go. Disney's going to get hosed. Millions and millions of dollars. Maybe this trash show will be taken off the air. The end. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Bye.